the worrying part is the story was broken by the FT originally back in February 19. The regulator, peculiarly, instead of basically going after a big investigation into Wirecard, actually slapped a short-selling ban on the company, which doesn't say much for the regulator. We then have, obviously, the auditors looking into the balance sheet and now claiming that it was very sophisticated and would have been very difficult to find. I think the problem here, for me, is there's too many regulatory failures in Germany. I've been around in markets since 1985, and even back in 1985, we were talking about the Herstatt banking scandal. We had the Volkswagen foreign exchange scandal in 87, and then Volkswagen emission scandal. There's a general problem with regulation in Germany. For a country with a reputation for efficiency, the regulatory side is not good. And I think the really other worrying part here is Europe doesn't really have a lot of fintech or tech champions, certainly not to match the US or Asia. And so as much as I don't want to tar the whole of the sector with the same brush, these sort of things are very much exceptions rather than the rule. It nevertheless doesn't exactly speak volumes of good things for the German fintech sector or more broadly Europe.
So essentially you're saying that the regulators are largely to blame for this?
Well, I think regulators and auditors. How come this wasn't uncovered? It's the length of time that this has been, for want of a better word, festering. That is particularly worrying, when one thinks that, as Annette was just saying, it's a DAX member, and it's still a DAX member. It didn't even fall out of the index when the scandal first broke. It just doesn't look good at all, and that is the biggest concern. And I think the other people who obviously don't look particularly clever in this, after WeWork, are SoftBank.